Epidemics comes and go, but some truly stands out for their viciousness and changes the human history forever. Today's episode of This vs. That, we are comparing 2020 corona outbreak with 1918 Spanish flu. COVID-19 and Spanish flu have some horrifying similarities. Both caused by virus and have a similar fatality rate, similar way of spreading, and both don't have vaccine during their outbreak. So Spanish flu, which referred as the Great Influenza, presents a plausible worst-case scenario for today's COVID-19 outbreak. Both diseases seem to originally come from an animal source. COVID-19 caused by novel coronavirus, and the outbreak was originated from a wildlife market in Wuhan, China. Research into Spanish flu virus genes suggests that the deadliest wave of the outbreak came from a bird, though no one knows for certain what type or where it came from. COVID-19 has been affected 1,205,801 people, causing death of 64,973. Cases are rising and nobody has a clear idea on the damage it will make before it finally disappears. On the other hand, it is estimated that about 500 million people became infected with this Spanish flu, that is about 1/3 of the world's population at that time. The number of deaths was estimated to be at least 50 million worldwide, with about 675,000 occurring in the United States alone. The fatality rate is an important metric for epidemiologists because it helps determine just how many people will likely die from a particular disease. Surprisingly, the fatality rate of corona and Spanish flu is quite similar. For corona it is 3.4% and Spanish flu it was 2.5%. At glance we feel it's a small number, but remember our seasonal flu has only the mortality rate of 0.1%. How Spanish flu and coronavirus differ. Spanish flu killed with deadly speed, with many reports of people who woke up sick, then died on their way to work. Victims died within hours or days of developing symptoms, their skin turning blue and their lungs filling with fluid that caused them to suffocate. Corona is more deadly only for aged people. But in case of Spanish flu, story was different. It was more deadly for people between 20 to 40 years of age. But perhaps the most important difference between the two viral diseases comes down to historical timing. The Spanish flu pandemic coincided with World War I, which helped the disease quickly savages along with mobilized troops from place to place. In contrast, for corona, many nations like India and China have enacted travel restrictions and lockdown to contain its quick spread. By God's grace we are living in a better world where medical science is way better than of 1918. It's time to learn from history and make sure each one of us do our duties so that history won't repeat again. Thanks for watching This vs. That. We are making interesting comparison videos twice in every month, so please subscribe to enjoy more videos.